About a year ago, I decided I wanted more storage, more real estate on not my rear end, but the rear end of the Toyota Sequoia. We own both the Toyota Sequoia and a Tundra, but carrying cargo, it can be difficult at times, especially with a SUV. Now, originally, as you can see here, I had the Ultra Swing by Ridged. I love this thing. It opens, it swings out, it allows you to carry a lot of gear. The problem with the Ultra Swing is that you really can't store additional items such as bulky items on it. Let me explain it a little bit. With the Ultra Swing, if I were to use a pack mule, and if I'm correct, there's only one pack mule that could go with the Ultra Swing that allows you to tie into the main hitch and still carry a large amount of weight. But that pack mule didn't fit me. When I purchased this item from PAKMULE a year ago, they had about 8 different types. Today they have probably, I think, 2, maybe 3 different types. And their latest one is called the PAKMULE Pro. Now this happens to be the PAKMULE Swayback, which is similar to the PAKMULE Pro, but it has a lower profile. I do like the PAKMULE Pro, and I will pick that one up for my Tundra at some point. But what do I do with the Ultra Swing? Well, the Ultra Swing limited my ability because technically the Ultra Swing has its main hitch, but the PAKMULE cannot go into it because it sticks out too far. So you have the accessory hitch also on the Ultra Swing. And I could have gone here, but when I've done that, it lowered the capacity of how much I could carry on the PAKMULE dramatically. You see, with the Ultra Swing, you got to add up all of the accessories, the table, the fuel, any accessory you add to the Ultra Swing, that is going to total the amount of weight that you can carry on it. So once you place this 43 pounds of PAKMULE Swayback, then I'm limited to about 50 to 75 pounds of what I can carry as cargo. I didn't want that. I wanted something strong that I can carry right off my hitch. Without the Ultra Swing, I end up taking my rear spare tire and I put it back underneath my vehicle. It's no big deal to me to lower it when it's necessary. And you know what's good? These are off-road, all-terrain tires, so I was able to still put the all-terrain tire, the spare tire that is, in the location that my original spare tire was. No problem whatsoever. Now I'm able to take the PAKMULE Swayback, utilize the stock hitch on the Toyota Sequoia, giving me 650 pounds of weight capacity. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and install this right now. It does have a wonderful lock and whatnot that goes on the actual hitch part of the vehicle and ties the swayback into the vehicle that doesn't allow it to move around. This thing is strong. And if I didn't know any better, I could lay in here, literally. And we're going to test that out. So let's go ahead and get it back on here. And I'll be right back. Now you'll notice with this particular model, I bought the inserts. These were $75 a piece. This is not a cheap item. These inserts, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 75 bucks a piece. Okay, that's separate from the actual PAKMULE Swayback. And I wanted that so I didn't have the space in between because it gives me a flat surface. So it's going to be difficult for me to grab here to really put it on the hitch, but I'm going to try to do this on camera. Let's see if I can do it on camera. completely installed. Now I want to let you know how much space I actually have. Now, making sure you measure the space away from the curvature, and you want to go right here at this first straightening. So I'm getting about close to almost 26 inches, a little bit over 2 feet in 2 inches. And if I were to go straight down here, right there, right here, about 67 inches, about 5 feet and about 7 inches. That's a lot of cargo space. Now, I'm gonna do some test runs on this and load it down, but here's what I wanna do first. We're talking about 650-pound capacity. And so how do we test that? Well, we do that quite simply. We test it by getting on top of it. I'm 233 pounds. And yes, I can actually sleep in here if I needed to. For some reason, if I just put a little inflatable mattress here, or you know, something that is going to allow me some cushion, I can sleep here. I'm 5'11" and a half. I used to be. Don't tell anybody I'm lying to you. But anyways, my wife is 5 foot, so she's comfortably in here. Okay, so, and the thing ain't even moving. You see, it ain't even wobbling. Isn't that amazing? So, here's the other thing I like about it. I can hit that trunk and access items without worried about this door hitting the items that are out here. I can sit back and come over here and access everything inside my refrigerator and whatnot. And I can also come over and access everything that is inside my drawers, like right here. Pretty cool, right? Now, I will tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do miss the Ultra Swing that's made by a company by the name of Ridge. I miss it because if there were some way for me to utilize the full capacity of what I'm looking for here, I would be able to swing the Ultra Swing out along with this being attached to the Ultra Swing, but I won't have the full capacity of the weight that this could carry. That's the only downside. So I had to, you know, weigh the two, Ultra Swing or here, because on the Ultra Swing, the only thing that I really had on there was the table, the spare tire, some extra gas canisters. I did have some other things attached to the spare tire that allowed me to have a propane tank and my Joule Coal hot tap. But I can put extra gas tanks and everything right here. Isn't that pretty nice? So anyways, this is what I have so far. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is not gonna work if you're going to pull behind you a large trailer, like a utility trailer. So if you're going to pull a utility trailer behind you, this is obsolete. You don't need it. But if you're not towing anything, then this is going to be that plus. The rooftop tent on this particular vehicle will be coming off, and it will be attached to the utility trailer we have. That is a 5x12. And with this vehicle, you do more what they call ground camping. You simply take your tents and you camp on the ground. But look at what I have here. You know what's interesting? This could carry some very long canvas hot tents. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure if this setup is gonna stay the same for my wife, but I am gonna change some things around. Other than that, take care of yourselves, and until next time, yeah, it doesn't get in the way, and it doesn't get any better than that.